Now, a Fox SA weather update, sponsored by KABB and Shaw.
Well, it's certainly a chilly night here in the city. We've been watching that cold air and, of course, a little bit of some freezing rain, watching the sleet up in the Kerrville area. Right now in the World Car Camp downtown, here's kind of what it looks like. Boy, we've got some slick streets out there, wet streets. We're also watching the traffic computer over there, and it's showing there's some issues up along I-10, around 51, 151, all the way back around into the 1604 range. Coming around to Bandera and 1604 from 151. There's some issues there all the way over to I-10. As we take a look at the TransGuide, you can see that back over there. Most of the roadways don't really look like they're too bad, but everybody's really driving slow, which is what you should do tonight if you're planning to be driving anywhere. Now, it does look a little slick, does look a little wet, and you have to be careful because there are definitely some little icy patches there. And as I glance over and take a look at that computer, I'm looking at 281 South, downtown, in the downtown area. There's some problems there. We're looking at San Pedro there. That is Nogalitos off of Highway 90. It doesn't look too bad, but it definitely is wet. Up here, 281 at the quarry. This is when we're seeing maybe some little patches there with some icing that could get some going. 37 at Jones, Salado Creek there. I-10, we can see that area kind of closed off. You can see the police officers there going. This one looks a little slick. And again, that's out near Petrenko. There's East I-10 and 1604. There may be an issue there. We are seeing some little spots coming along that way. All right, so let's take a look. The warnings are still there. Haven't changed a bit. They're going to be in place until about 11. The radar, again, still showing us another batch moving right up here into western Bexar County. That's going to be moving across this way. We've got another batch coming up through Kerrville, heading out this direction as well, and Hondo. So, yeah, we've got another batch coming our way. But if we look back out to the west, this is where we're watching yet another little batch. This is kind of the third one here. And the movement is like this, up toward the north and northwest like that, or northeast, I should say, coming across the line. And as it does so, we're going to watch that pattern, because if that's the track, it's going to go all the way back up into Bexar County. That's the top end of it. And then that bottom end will come along like this. So this area here looks like we'll get another little shot of some of this freezing rain coming up. And the computer models are beginning to pick up on that because they're focusing a little bit more here, a little bit more here, particularly on 35, going up toward I-10 east and back up across north of town. That continues to about 6 o'clock. And after that, I think most of the precipitation should stop around the 6 o'clock hour. So when we take a look at actual numbers coming back in, doesn't look like a whole lot, but all it takes is that much right there to make the roads dangerous. So we're seeing 281. We're looking at 35 going up, and of course downtown, that's I-10, and of course 1604 and 410 going all the way around. We're looking at these numbers coming up. So again, the batch should be coming through here and up there. So that could make driving dangerous tonight. So if you really don't have to be out there, good idea not to do that. And again, we're going to see a dramatic drop off in the amount of rain, or at least precipitation, as it goes into the 6 o'clock hour. The bigger thing, of course, the other thing we're dealing with is the cold. For down here, you know, for South Texas, when you get into teens and single digits, yeah, that's a little tough to get going. And that's what we're going to be looking at over the next few hours or so, a couple of days. We're seeing 35, though, coming up for tomorrow, but it's going to feel cooler than that with the wind. Lots of sunshine coming up. And then as we look through the 7 days, the big story is going to be the first 3 days. We're seeing teens when you wake up early in the morning, then 30s, and then 40s again. So we got that other cold front that's coming. All right, we'll keep with you tonight. We'll give you updates both online and, of course, right here on Fox 29.